It's Jake's New Face Showcase at Riverwind Casino. None other than Chuck Wicks is here. What's up, man?
None other.
None other.
None other than me.
The man. You know what? I hear there might be some ladies out there ready to dance a little bit.
Oh, really?
Do you get that all the time?
I'm just happy when they show up.
To be in the audience?
Yeah, when there's a great crowd, and you guys did it right. You guys have a great crowd out there.
Have
so
fun
it's
with
awesome.
it. Thanks to Riverwind and folks like that, it turns into an event. Now, this is New Face Showcase. You've had an established career, but at the same time, we like to kind of reintroduce people to the country world. You are a guy who started as a potato farmer, right?
Yeah. My family, we were farmers in Delaware, small town. It's not so small anymore. We sold the farm, and they developed it, and there's a high school, I think, and elementary school on it now. So it's not quite the same as when I grew up on.
So that wasn't a thing. When you were there wasn't a high school, there wasn't a...
All my neighbors were my aunts and uncles, so...
Okay, you own the town.
Small town, I had that covered.
Yeah. So does that ever reflect itself when you're maybe writing songs? You're a part of writing sometimes.
I write all my songs. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a lucky guy. I really do. I look back, I don't think it's so fortunate to be in the position that I'm in now. I mean, I feel blessed every day that I get to sing a song or write a song and or to be a part of something like this. So I look back and at those moments when I was a kid and I was in the middle of a potato field or checking irrigation with my dad or something, and I thought I was just gonna, take over the farm or something.
That was the plan. That was it so far.
Yeah. Well, my big dream as a kid was to be a baseball player.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I went to college, played ball, and found myself in Nashville and started writing songs. And next thing you know, get a record deal, put out my very first single, "Stealing Cinderella." Gosh, that came out in 2007. And
the top 5 record, right?
Yeah. I was. It's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
And we had a couple more after that. And found myself on Dancing with the Stars in 2009. So, and then things kind of shifted. I'd lost my record deal. I had to kind of restructure everything. Got a new record deal.
Sure.
But within that time, I've always been a songwriter.
Yeah.
So within that time, I got some cuts on different albums. Actually, Frankie Ballard, who's here tonight, cut one of my songs. The Swan Brothers, who's here tonight, cut one of my songs.
Yeah.
Jason Aldean on the Night Train record.
Yeah.
So songwriting for me is where it starts.
Sure.
And if I'm lucky enough to put it and make my own records and to sing them myself, what a cool thing.
Yeah. So that brings you to Us Again.
Yeah.
When you sit down with that song, is that in any form of relations in the past or things like that have come together, or is it a current relationship? A lot of people wonder.
That's a good question. It's not. I'm a happy man now.
Not to pry into your business.
Definitely not currently. I'm definitely right where I want to be. But Us Again is one of those songs where when I was writing that, it was like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I just had I wanted this lyric that was very simple, but yet took you to so many places.
Sure.
Like open. I want to see the world. I want to touch your face. I want to go right there and never leave that place.
Yeah.
Like that opening line alone is like, whoa. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Where are we going?
Like, where are we going with this? And then it just explodes into the chorus, and I'm proud to have it as a single. I'm proud to hear it on the radio. When I was coming in for this show, I heard it.
Yeah.
And I was blown away. I was like, man, this is so cool. It never gets old.
I was going to say, I mean, that's something that obviously the first time it happens, that's probably pretty mind-shattering. But when you hear it consistently, that's when it becomes that's a thing. It's your song on the radio.
Let me tell you something. It will never, ever get old.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, no matter how many times you hear it.
I hope I get back in the car and hear it again. And I'll be just as excited.
Exactly. So I've had heard before people who are involved with songwriting. You said earlier it was kind of simple lyrics, conversational. Is that what you go for with other songs? Or is there ever a goal when it comes to writing a tune?
It always starts differently for me, but I've always been a simpler lyric type of guy.
Yeah.
I don't try to get too complicated because honestly, that's not how you talk to somebody.
Exactly.
If I sat here and talked to you like Shakespeare, you'd look at me like I was crazy.
What's your deal, man?
Yeah, you would be like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
So I like for the listener to be able to grab it and be like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what he's talking about. And I think Us Again is a testament to
it. Resonates in that song, that goal at least, because I mean that's something that probably a lot of people in relationships have found themselves. Why can't we just be us again? Let's get to that point.
It just reminds, that song to me, it just reminds people hopefully, why they fell in love in the first place.
Yeah.
And to always stay in that place.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to lose it. So
Yeah.
hopefully us again, people hear it and be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Art, let's get back to us again.
Hashtag us again. Let's do it. So you find yourself potato farmer, writing songs, playing baseball, and now you're like one of us schmucks. You're on the radio now, right?
Yeah.
Not that I'm calling you schmuck.
No, you can. You
But
totally can.
America's Morning Show with Blair Gardner and those folks. What about being in that realm in radio where you're like, well, I didn't expect this? Because I mean, you can probably have an idea, but when you sat down and were on the air for the first time,
it's basically, to me, it's like a very long extended interview.
Okay. Yeah.
It's 4 or 5 hours in the morning.
Yeah.
Of talking. It's myself and Terry Clark.
Yeah.
Part of, everybody loves Terry Clark and
Okay.
music. And Blair Garner. And I've known Blair for years through being an artist and being
Sure.
around. He asked me to be a part of it. And at the time, it's crazy timing. At the time, I was just writing songs because I was trying to land a new record deal.
Yeah, you're in between
I was
phases.
in between. So
Yeah.
now I find myself trying to balance everything out.
Sure.
It's really, really tough. But the fact that I get up in the morning, I get to do it with people that I love. I
Yeah.
love Terry Clark, I love Blair. Makes it easier. I mean, you have to, no matter what you do, no matter what field you work in.
Sure.
If you're a contractor, if you're a farmer, if you work at Walmart, if you work with your mom and dad and you're like, 18 years old.
Sure.
You have to get along with the people or respect them to kind of get through that process.
Have a team.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. I love being here and singing and
That's your feel-good factor, being on stage, right?
yeah, oh, yeah.
In front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. It's almost what you were born to be a part of.
Yeah. I hope
So beyond us again, I mean, we got more projects coming from you. What's next? We got summer ahead.
I've been busy finishing the new record. Already got my sights on what the second single's going to be.
Cool.
So I have a feeling that it's going to be a song called "The Whole Damn Thing."
Okay.
I'll definitely play it tonight.
Cool.
And people respond to that song almost immediately.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty about songs, especially the country listener. They react and respond immediately.
You can tell pretty quickly
Yeah.
if they're responding to a song, I guess, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have my ears out.
You'll
If you play a song and they don't really pay attention, you kind of it's time to move on.
Right.
Maybe not do that song, but Whole Damn Thing, Us Again, these newer songs that I've been trying out on people. The response has been amazing.
Yeah, very cool. Well, listen for new music, more music from Chuck Wicks, and also coming up, you'll be at CMA Fest, right?
Yes.
In June.
I'll be
Big
at
part of the
CMA
country world.
Fest, playing the Bud Light stage on Saturday,
Cool.
June something, and got the June something.
June
Who
7th,
cares?
yeah. First weekend of June.
Yeah, June 42nd. I'll be
That's
there.
the day.
I'll meet you there.
There you go. If you're going to be at CMA Fest, check out Chuck Wicks. Give him a little meet and greet and have a good time. Chuck, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, man.
Always fun.
Yeah.
Keep it up. He's on New Face Showcase at Riverwind Casino, and this is 93.3 Jake FM.